See someone is asking where I am. So the moon is in the moon is home. Oh, the moon is home. What do I mean? The moon is in Taurus. So we usually say that the moon is exalted in Taurus. What do we mean by when the moon is exalted? When the moon is exalted in Taurus, it just means that the moon is very comfortable. The moon is feeling home. Okay? So I'm about to do my walk, enjoying my walk. So I'm doing an easy walk. I'm not dressed for walking. So since this is an easy walk, and since the moon is at home, that's why I'm clearing my throat. Anyone who's a Taurus can tell you, maybe they didn't know, but they should know that every time we have the moon in Taurus, we love it. So what do we mean when you say that the moon is in Taurus or the moon is exalted? It's when the moon is feeling very comfortable. Think about it like this, Maybe when you're growing up, your father maybe used, I think I need to clear this lens or something, look blurry. Cannot be appearing, bro. You like my hat? You like my hat? So, let me see. Yeah, it's a good route to take. I was debating whether to walk on the other side or this side. The other side would be a little bit dusty. So, the moon will be most comfortable. AKA, let's assume your father takes you to Uhuru Park. You know, like how they used to take you as children to places like Uhuru Park. And when you get to Uhuru Park, you don't even know which is your favorite thing to play with. So you are going to the swing, you are going to the merry-go-round, you want them to make you some balloons. You get it. Na vitu kama hizo. That is what it means when the moon is exalted in either planet. So let's talk about relationships. Since it's all about Cancer, Cancer is home affairs. We can talk about relationships, or we can talk about, your partners. Is your partner supposed to make you happy? Whoever you are with, are they supposed to make you happy? Because this is a big misconception among us people, where when you're observing your relationships, you think like they're supposed to be like the movies. You see, like how you see it in the movies. Romeo and Juliet. Oh, my heart will go on and on, far, near, wherever you are, I believe. Cha tujikumbushe maneno ingine hapa kidogo. Sijui kama mnakumbuka hii. Mnakumbuka hii? Kwani ina maji? Haina maji, kwa hivyo tugongeshe hapa. Kama haina kitu ya kunyonya tunagongesha. Wewe unagongesha tu. Kama haina kitu ya kunyonya tulikuwa naita chai. Unagongesha tu. Looks like it has nothing to suck on, Nothing to suck on. Prefer getting sucked on than. Anyway, it goes both ways. So now, hata tunaweza kuona kama huu hapa. Yeah, now we are better. Now we are better. Nature provides, Nature provides. So, a lot of people, they look at relationships and think like they're supposed to be like how they see it in the movies. Okay? I'm surrounded by churches everywhere. Church here. Church. So, your partner is not supposed to make you happy. Okay? So, your happiness, your fulfillment, or what you can call your sense of self, okay, is something that you and only you can give yourself. You see, a lot of people will get in relationships thinking that the other person is supposed to make you feel good. Okay, the other person is supposed to be like with the, if they are not making you happy, you feel lack, you feel a shortcoming. So we are about to bust that myth. So you can call this a love busting myth episode or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. So now, the love that we live in or the love that we are seeking when we're in relationships, that is a fairy tale. That is why when you look, they even show you, like when you're looking at the movies, the reason the movies look like a fairy tale is because in reality, it's a fairy tale, okay? Because when it comes to relationships, that can, actually it cannot. When you're in a relationship with someone, the reason you get into a relationship with someone is because you want to be seen. What is this now? What is this notification? Accept. Invitation to go live together. No, decline, bitch. Don't want to go live with anyone. Huh? You stay there and learn. Why do you want to go live with me? Not now. Okay, not now. Stop sending me notifications to go live with you. Go away. Stay away. Learn. Stay away. So, the real love that we are looking for is not a fairy tale. It's real. Okay? But the love that we are looking for, it's the actual ability for us to be ourselves. So when you're in a relationship, what you are looking for is to be yourself. Okay? What you want to see in a relationship is not the other person. The whole thing about relationship is you wanting to be seen, you wanting to be heard. Okay? And we want these things to happen, or you want this person to love you or to see you the way you want to be appreciated. In any relationship that you meet between two people, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship, okay? We all want to be molded by the other person to become what they want us to be. You're following? And in today's relationships, because I said we have to adapt, we have to change. This is a new world. So even the way you view your relationships has to change. Because we live in a world where everything is a template. Even before you were born, there was a template. There was a number waiting for your birth certificate, even before you were born. So there's a template awaiting you that you're supposed to live by or abide by even before you are born. So a lot of people don't even know what love is. So if someone is passionate about you, let's say someone just met you, so there's a lot of castor oil seeds here, you can learn. If you like chlorophyll, natural chlorophyll, you can eat this, what you call maraba. This, you call this maraba. Hii mnaitanga maraba, hii mnasemanga ni mboga ya Waluya. You call this maraba. You know this, mnajua hii mboga? This one. Mnaitanga maraba. It's called creeping spinach. It's very good for chlorophyll, natural. It has the highest concentration of chlorophyll you can ever find. So how you eat it? You take it. Take like a watermelon or a pineapple, wash a few leaves, blend it, because it has that sticky, slidey, inakaa okra. Then after blending it, you're good to go. It's natural, maraba. But don't pick like me from the road because of the dust. But then again, it depends on where you live. Okay? Now, before TikTok watufungie live waseme you're engaging in dangerous activities, we are suspending your live. Back to the live. A lot of people will feel very unsafe when they encounter what you call passion. Okay? Why? This is very unpredictable. If you meet someone for the first time, for the ever first time, you meet someone and you are passionate, that is very unpredictable. So a lot of people are going to look like that, or they're going to look at that thing like it is a chaotic behavior. Let's say, for example, you go somewhere, you're on a date, not an actual date. You know, I'm surrounded by millionaires, billions and billions of greenhouses. From here to as far as your eyes can see, it's just money. So, let's say you go out, you meet a girl for the first night, you meet a man for the first night, you go wherever, the sex is amazing, this motherfucker makes you cry, you are told, you know, you've never come so hard, okay? This bitch makes you come so hard, okay? Now you are moaning uncontrollably. So that, for you, got all these greenhouses, talk of investments, and you need to be employed. So this is about to be taken away. That bill, hiyo bill mnafaa kureject, is about to make sure that wanachukua land zenyu, wanawapewa wazungu, wanakuja wanaweka vitu kama hizi, whereby they're not even going to employ you. Remember, we are in the age of AI, where wakichukua hizi mashamba, hata si watu watalima, ni machines. You can actually have a greenhouse that you are controlling with your phone. Unafungulia maji na simu yako, inakupea notification immediately na vitu kama hizo. Unajua nyinyi mwendangi show. Back to the live. So, when you encounter that thing, it looks chaotic to you because you are programmed to think that real love cannot happen like that. Okay? They try to make you think that if love is authentic, then it has to be predictable. If you are to be in love, then you have to be grounded. If you are to be in love, then you have to feel safe. If you are to be in love with someone, then you have to open up to them. Okay? So they don't want you to be in a relationship where you are guessing what next. But that is also love. Okay? So if you are with the right person, a relationship will never feel like work. Most of you are in relationships, but your relationships are work. Constant checkings, constant wanting to know where this bitch is, where is this motherfucker. So that is not love. Love does not involve constant, to the point it becomes work. Okay? Because when you're in a healthy relationship, what does that involve? Healthy relationships involve what? They involve emotional vulnerability, where you are vulnerable in your emotional state. Okay? That is what you can call a healthy relationship. Healthy relationships look like clear communication. I'll be busy today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And that's it. Si ati utaniongelesha kwani utakuwa wapi? Ati tutaongea kesho, hapana. Ni lazima uniambie before ulale, hapana. Hatukuangi hivyo. Okay? Clear communication plus the ability to work through what you call your childhood wounds. Because remember, your childhood wounds will trigger your partner and you. So both of you, because remember what I said, remember what we said the other day, shadow work will never end. The only time you can say that you have done or you are finished with shadow work is when you die, or when you leave what you call this realm. Sasa, I'm thinking whether I should walk on the road. Na hii kelele ya motorbikes. Hapana, fuck the road. Fuck that noise. Let's go the way back tuende ile route ingine. Hatutapita kwa kelele sisi. Fuck that noise. So throughout your relationships with whoever you are with, you will always trigger each other because kila mtu ana undergo what you call your childhood wounds, okay? And you're going to trigger them each and every day. And that takes a lot of work. Because today you are feeling like Romeo and Juliet. Tomorrow you are feeling like villains. Na vitu kama hizo. You get it? So, if these things now, if models of love that involve being emotionally vulnerable are not modeled in the home that you grew up in, you're going to have issues with your relationships. Okay? When you're sharing your love with someone, you're also sharing their childhood. So this person, mtakuwa mnakaa naye anakuambia kitu, unamwambia wait a minute. That also happened to you when you were growing up. Hapana man. Hata kama ni trauma. We didn't grow up with that kind of trauma. But you didn't know. So you're with someone and then they tell you something and you're like, "Ay, kwani whom did I get married to?" You know, shout out to that series, "Whom did I get married to?" Like, kwani nilionewa na nani? Yani ananiambia vitu mimi wenyewe, mimi ever since I was a child sijaisikia vitu kama hizo. So what the fuck is this, okay? Childhood traumas. So as you're growing up with someone, you're in a relationship, you don't even have to be staying with them, okay? Their childhood wounds will come up always, okay? And this will be a pattern until you learn to work through it. So when it comes to trust issues na vitu kama hizo, which mostly depend on the signs, I'll do a whole live on how each sign reacts when it comes to love na vitu kama hizo. That will be another whole lecture. So unapata the relationship that you are in, the person you are with, as you stay with them or as you get to know them, they'll be saying things. Akisema hiyo kitu nashindo, do I really want to be with this person? Bana hiyo shida nimegrow nayo do. But you see, shadow work will never stop. Saa hivyo. And you are in relationships where you think that love is supposed to be like a fairy tale. So you think like someone is supposed to do shadow work and be done. So you are giving each other what you call ultimatums. Wewe unafaa ubadilike in 6 months bana. Tumekaa na wewe miaka 2. By size unafaa kuwa unajua venye nataka. Hapana. What do you mean by size unafaa ajue kenye unataka? Aje. They can't. Okay? If you need something from your partner, you will have to ask for it. You have to learn to ask for that person. It doesn't matter whether you've been together for 20 years. And these are the mistakes that your fathers did, you see. Your bill must reject. That is the plan. Akina Bill Gates watakuja wachukua acres and acres and then they'll be finding you in machines. They don't need you. You know Africans, you are lazy. Ukipewa kazi ukiingia saa 3 unaanza kuuliza ati mnaenda chai saa ngapi? You know coconut heads. Si kupenda kwenyu is based on what you call your skull. The waters you came out of, based on the location, what you call the phenotypes, what gives you that negloid, that skull, that thick skull, coconut head. So it's hard for you to work without looking at the clock. It's hard for you to work without feeling like you are the victim. So they have a solution for you. Vitu kama hizi, where they'll be run by machines. Kataeni ku reject finance bill, mukisema mtu wetu. Back to the live. Okay? So, when you're assuming that your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your man, your female, if you're a lady, maybe you have a lady who's your girlfriend, you're a man, you have a man who is your boyfriend, it doesn't matter. On these channels, we don't give a shit about your sexual orientation, okay? This is a spiritual page. We know where all these things come from, so we don't waste time casting stones. Because even things like LGBT, Q, whatever they are, these are things that have been allowed for an agenda. Once the agenda is done, that will be the end of it. People will be put in jail. again people will be walking in secret. Ni kama tu pedophile. Right now they want to like there's this thing where teachers are allowed to, like now your child can go to a boarding school na wapeleko sports na mwanaume atijua na identify as a woman. All these are agendas. But hatuko hapo, tuko kwa video, okay? So assuming that your partner should know how to meet your needs, that is a recipe for resentment. Ukitaka mashida ikuanzie, start assuming that your partner anajua ile kitu unataka. Or start assuming that whoever you are with, okay, they know how to meet your needs. Assumptions. Never assume. Always ask, hey babes, uko aje? Uko poa? Do you feel like some dick? You know? Stop assuming ati jua mjakulana 1-2 weeks ati yako chonjo. No, ask. Even the babes should learn to ask for the dick. Sup daddy? Can I get some? Can I get some Madingo, you know what I'm saying? Can I get some Lexington Steel? Anajua, I know all of you are prescribed to Pornhub. Hey, we don't judge, okay? Whatever rocks your boat. Now, so, love is not an action, okay? I meant to say, love is not a feeling. Love is an action. There's nothing like love. Never tell someone yet, hey man, I'm so in love. I feel like I'm in, no. Love is not a feeling. Love is an action. Okay? So some days, naturally, some days, naturally, you're going to feel loving towards your partner. Okay? And this is when you choose to act lovingly. So you are choosing to act lovingly. So love is an action. It's not a feeling. Because you cannot tell me that you are in love, yet some days you feel like maybe you don't want to see that person. You feel like you want to kill them. You take a gun, then you forgive them. Na vitu kama hizo. Okay? So, when you have an attraction for someone, let's say you meet someone else, and you have an attraction for them, okay? That does not mean that your relationship is wrong for you. What do I mean? Attraction is a natural, biological, human reaction. So you could be with your babes, could be with your mbabas, your man, your girlfriend, your man. And you meet someone else, and instantly you feel attraction to them. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that is natural. That is biological. It's a human reaction. It does not mean that you do not love your partner. Just because you see Jengawa Mudhakan, you're like, man, I feel like I should choke on that man's greatness, you know. You're like, I should choke on some greatness from that man. So now you're hating yourself. Because you know your throat is itching, you know, you're wishing you are pushing something down your throat, you know. So understand that relationships, the way you've been living your relationships, have been on what you can call templates that are not natural. So the world is so synthetic, the world we are living in. It's so synthetic that everything is synthetic. How we choose to love, how we choose to do things, everything is synthetic. It has been developed for us through what you call, they are studios. They are Warner Bros. You know, they are Pixar Studios. They are DreamWorks Studios. They are DreamWorks Studios. So, this is a new world. Man, sasa utaona aje hiyo signboard, nunua maka, unaweza aje ona ile signboard. Hata kama mnaongea maneno ya branding, how can you see your signboard? shout out to them, pengine ako na customers wake, so wanajua they know where to find their makaa. But that branding is what happened to my life. Oh, there you are. But that branding is weird. Iko juu sana. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come in really quick and talk about relationships, and also to reassure you that you're not doing anything wrong. Okay? And also to remind you that this world is so synthetic, like, because you have to give yourself grace. A lot of you walk around with a lot of burdens, you know. When you see a man, a hot man like me, you look at me and you're like, man, I wish I could get some of that dick. And then you look at your man and you're married and you're like, man, I'll go to the devil. I'm so evil. I'm so bad. No, you're not. Attraction is natural. Embrace that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So, shout out to everyone in the comments. Each one teach one. I'm on my walk. I decided to take a wrong route. Too much noise on the other side. And it's just a stroll. It's actually not a walk because I'm not in my walking shoes. I just took a shower and I felt like, you know, opening my throat chakra and sharing that with you. Okay? So shout out to everyone. Kindly touch on resentment in relationships. Let me see if there's any other question so that I can combine that one with another question. Let me see. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to eVisuals. eVisuals is in the comments. He does very beautiful photography. Okay? eVisuals for photography and videos na vitu kama hizo. Shout out to him in the comments. I can see him. Muirore wakama. Shout out Mukira Ikihia Mukira. Murira Ikihia. Joyce Chela. I can't say everyone. I can't. Gidina Ghost. Gidina Ghost. So shout out to everyone. Kila mtu wako hapo Nyambura. Nyabura ne dari yakwa. Dige moikia Nyabura ne dari yakwa. Shout out to everyone in the comments. So let's see. A never complaining partner. Kindly touch on resentment. So like we said, when it comes to relating, you have to understand, first of all, what is the main reason for a relationship? Why even in a relationship? Okay, there's a reason. You see, people don't even know why they get in relationships. That's another whole lecture. That's another whole video on the purpose of a relationship. You see, the purpose of a relationship is not staying together, raising kids together, sharing a bed. Okay? Because what does it mean to relate? Because you can be in a relationship but you don't relate. AKA, you can be the governor of Machakos and Giuliani is fucking your bitch. But the baby, the beautiful baby, I think her name was Wambo, is gonna stay in the relationship because it's an investment. Okay? So I think we should do a whole lecture on the purpose of a relationship. Because once you know the purpose of a relationship, you are going to have a very easy time even going through life. And this is why we are saying, because this world is so synthetic. Like, I want you to start changing your mind. The things you thought were not supposed to be are the things your parents told you, oh, no, you're not supposed to be. So we are in an age whereby even dowry should not be paid now. And I say this right, and I know a lot of people watching me, most of them Kikuyus be like, yeah, I said it right. If you want to pay, you can pay. If you don't want to pay, you don't have to pay. Because there's no difference between dowry and arranged marriage. Okay? All these were societal, society deciding for you. It has got nothing to do with God. Before you tell me it's in the Bible was written by men. Never forget that. King James for that version. If you want to know it was written by someone, it is a cooperated material. Shout out to my neighbors, keeping fit, jogging. She's jogging, but she has a lot of perfume. I don't even know how she's running with all that perfume. Maybe she has a very ugly spirit, so she has to put a lot of perfume to mask how ugly she's feeling, you know. Tuondokee gari za neighbor yetu. Tuondokee our neighbors with their Subarus. So now, let's talk about how to create what you can call more emotional intimacy moments with your partner. Because I think if you talk about that, then that would be the solution. Baada ya kuongea vitu mingi, tutakuwa tumeongea about the solution. We like enslaving ourselves. Sitaonyesha ile kitu nataka kuonyesha hapo. Let's say you want to add some intimacy into your relationship. So when I'm talking about relationships, I'm not talking about your men or your boyfriends, the ones at home. I'm talking in general. Okay, what men or women love to hear. At this particular moment, you can call me Dr. Love, esoteric love moment, okay? With Jegawa Mudaka. I'm the man with the biggest balls around here because I'm the only person who has this kind of conversations. Your preacher is not going to tell you this. Your pastor is afraid of talking like this. So right now, I have the biggest balls. And when I drop my balls, you have to listen. No puns intended. Now, let's say you have your partner. If you want to keep that fire burning, tell them something, okay, that you appreciate about them, that is unique to them. Wacha kumwambia, hey man, you know you are so beautiful. Ipost inakaa kuanguka. Mechoka na maisha. This is how your relationships are. Most of your relationships are like this post. They are hanging on wires. Any day unaweza ambiwa urudi kwenyu. Most of your relationships are hanging on a thread. Any time unaweza ambiwa urudi kwenyu na watoto waine. Wewe ndio ulizaa. Now, examples. You can tell someone, I love how you are so passionate about whatever you do. I love how you are so passionate. It can be something, but it has to be something unique to them. Okay? I love how you see the best in situations. Because there are some people, I feel like changing this flower to badilisha hii, because nature provides. Let me get some flowers for all my ladies in the comment section. This is for you. Remember I said I'm Dr. Love. This is for all my ladies in the comments. Okay, leo umepewa maua. Sasa mimi ninakupea maua. Ama unangojea Valentine. These are for you. Now I'm gonna put it on my jacket right there. Put it on my jacket. Now I have some shine on my jacket. Okay? So I love how you appreciate the little things, because there are some people, they don't deserve much. They could go for much. I mean, they have all the chances and potentials for getting a lot, but they don't. This is what I was talking about. Bullshit. So unakuja unaanza kufanyiwa ati garbage collection, unakuja inakuwa sasa ni uchafu kwa barabara. Yet, you live in a place like this where you can burn your garbage. But because you want to look modern, unataka takataka ichukuliwe because you feel you are modern. That is the result. Now, there are some people who will always see the best in situations. No matter what is happening, they will always see the best. They are always so positive, you know. Let me give you an example. I had another friend of mine, he's late. Alikuwa anaitwa Collins. I don't know if there's anyone who's watching who remembers Collins. So Kolo alikuwa na gari fulani hapo, Polo ya green. Miraculous car, kwa sababu hiyo gari kwenye ilikuwa inaenda. So one day Collins picks a girlfriend. And I hope his wife is not watching me, but he's dead anyway. So fuck her also. She's not even my type. You know, even if your wife is my type and you die, I'm gonna fuck your wife. I mean, even the Bible says take care of the widows and the children, okay? I'm gonna help raise your son and I'm gonna fuck your wife if she's good. You know what I'm saying? It's in the Bible, eh? Take care of widows. Sinyi ndio uenda kanisa bana. Stop hating on me. Me, I'm just following your books. So my friend Collins amechukua kasichana. So if the wife is watching and anaendelea kuwatch kwa sababu at the end of the day he didn't even get to fuck her. So he picked this girl. So they were going somewhere. Wakiwa na hiyo gari ilikuwa ni ya mwenyewe. Sometimes akifunga alikuwa anapitia kwa boot ndio anatoa lock. Milango ilikuwa inakataa kufunguka. So anafungua boot na ufungua na analisha kiti ya nyuma, then he goes inside and anatoa lock. Kiti ya nyuma. Shout out to him, may his spirit may he rest in peace. So this woman, kasichana wewe, kalikuwa kadem kazuri. Look at all this farming. Your bill, unaona mkisaini hiyo bill, hamtaiona mashamba tena kama hizi. They'll be taking thousands of acres away from you. For example, imagine hiyo bill imepitishwa, hii shamba ni yako. Then every year wanaongeza tax. Ulime usilime, kukiona kiangazi hakuna kiangazi. So eventually sitakukataa, utashindwa kulima. Ukishindwa kulima, who is going to come and pick it? Wazungu. Walete machine zao na pesa zao because they have the money. Hizi mashamba mtakuwa mnazionea view sasa. Endeleeni kucheza na chakayo. That is why I cannot support that bill. Because if you support that bill, you'll never find this. This is wealth. This is wealth. This is food. Mahindi kama hii, kama ni mahindi yako hii utatoa, ujaze magunia, ukule unga mwaka mzima na uuze ulipe shule. Yeah. Back to the live. So Collins walienda mahali kulikuwa na zebra crossing. So gari ikienda kuruka zebra crossing ikazimika. Kadem kakashuka. So alishuka gari. She got out of the car na akaenda across the road na akajishika hivi. So Collins anashindwa what is wrong with the girl, ako pale. So na gari imezimikia juu ya reli. Sisemi kuna gari ya moshi. So Collins alitoka, he was a big man. Akaanza kusukuma gari yake. Luckily it was a manual car. So jaribu kusukuma gari kwanza itoke kwa reli. Anaambia msichana, "So nisukumia hapo nyuma." Msichana alimwambia, "Ai nani? Mimi sijai sukuma gari. Can you call me an Uber?" That was a beautiful day because he called me. Mimi ndio alipigia simu. "Mamudaka, weko." Anambia niko home. Uka. Kaambia uko wapi? Kaniambia kwa utapatana. So nilifika tu hivi nikakuta ameitisha mzinga. Ya Gilbis. Wewe kwa sababu ni dhikuisi kinyadoenda kunywa Gilbis we. Ukota johi iliko, nywa johi ile ukwenda. Amwambia tulia bana, nikiwe na mwaki ogu. Mani ti imagine gatika kamo ile tumeni. Nikagurire ngukuna guku ogu, tulite ogu. Rudi agwatwara na guku ogu nyumba. Gari ikaura yare ini gatoka na kauna gatie na gari kaje ndegete nyumba. Ndagatigania na kou. So back to the live. So tell your partner something that you appreciate about them. Unajua, I love how, you know, you see the best in everything. Msichana amemwambia, "Hey babes." Hata pengine wangesukuma sana, watu wangeona, "Ai una demu wake, acha tuwasaidie kusukuma nini? Sukuma gari." You know, tell someone, I love how you appreciate the little things, you know? It's the little things that matter, it's not the big things. I love how you care so much about the people around you. I love how kind you are. You know, you can be with a man or you can be with a woman. And the only thing that makes you love them is how they treat people with kindness. Ushaikuwa na mtu ananga adabu. Wewe uko twenderie johi. No hure methe no gwie no. Ashinda sasa anatukana watu kwa nini sasa kwa ba? Uko tu urira no gondo gutwenderia wikare. Dina besa. Sio sasa ni story gani tena hii? You even embarrassed with this, you know. You can see a man, he's taking a woman out. But the way he's treating the staff, it's deplorable. You know? It's deplorable. It's disgusting. Wacha tungoje music ipite. Pikipiki noma hii mataa. Okay? Siendi? Okay, boy. So how can you improve on that? Before tuende sana wachana hiyo motorbike, how can you improve on a relationship? So I like giving people practical tips. Mi sitakwambia uende ukapeana thousands of shillings to a therapist ati ufanye counseling. Unaona hii bullshit ya kulita everywhere. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that you uende ufanye counseling. You spend your money on counseling that is not going to work. I give you practical solutions, okay? You take, like, let's say, half an hour every week. And just 30 minutes. For that half an hour, you'll be doing something outside of your scheduled norm. Unaona ile kitu mnafanya kila siku, anakuja na park gari, anakaa kidogo kwa gari like 30 minutes, unajua lazima akae kwa gari ndio ambie masichana nimefika home. Utabonga kesho, najua usipige. You know I'm home, you know. Sasa unajua venye mnakachezanga. Hapo unakuja kwa nyumba, unauliza utakula watoto. Hi daddy, hey, have you done your homework? Stupid. Ask the children, how was your day? Fuck homework. Mfanya homework. That's nonsense. So, you're not even present. Mpaka mtoto anashindwa. Yaani mimi nilizaliwa nisome tu. Okay? Trauma, wounds. Generational curses zikijirudia tena. So now, try something new. Example. Out of the norm, the things that you're used to doing, you change everything, okay? Go to a new restaurant. Mchana umeshinda ukiangalia hoteli zingine hujaiona. Okay? Si lazima muende mspend. Najua hamuna pesa, Zakayo amechukua pesa yote. You don't have to go and spend a lot. At least go, sit down, order some coffee, but it's a new place. New ambience. The atmosphere is different. Okay? Just once a week. Sinunulie pombe yako pombe. Najua mpendi kukunywa pombe na mabibi zenyu. I know you don't like drinking with your wives because you are weak men. You are wounded masculine. Your wounded masculine cannot allow you to see your wife vulnerable akilewa akianguka. Akilewa na rudi nyumbani. Adiko swa kulia jo yule dako jabithia. Nikiogo na ikale musie. Okay? Nonsense. So, let's say you have flowers. You have a flower garden at your home. Pitia hapo Gong Road ama wherever unakuanga, nunua kama ua kamoja. Ukuje ukaeke kwa compound. The next day ununue potting plant. Container ukuje uweke mahali. Then weekend uambie bibi come here. Leo hata tupande aka kama ua. Na tuhade kahoa gaka nawe. Tigutira tuhea mundu wa wira. Okay? So you are tending to the garden together. You are tending to the flower. Chukua pipe, mwagilia maji mkiwa na bibi yako or your partner. It doesn't have to be your wife. You don't always have to be married. And in fact, we are in 2024 where most of you will not be able to sustain a relationship. 2024 is not even a time to be dating. It's true, but it is what it is, okay? So, when is the last time you created something together with your girlfriend? If you're a woman, you're into girls, when is the last time you did something with that girlfriend of yours? If you're a man, you fuck men, when is the last time you created something together instead of just shagging each other? Inaitangwa tradesman's entrance. When is the last time you created something together? You know me, I'm for everyone. Me, I'm for love. Whatever you do with your behind is yours. But we have to start balancing this world. This world is so synthetic, it is so unbalanced. You're spending so much time on hating. And remember what we said, there's nothing like love. We make love. We make love. We make love.